Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and this video is gonna be action-packed, full of news. We got some stuff on Ripple, on Bitcoin, on Libra, on China, on Tron. We got everything, so make sure you watch this video all the way till the end, as it's going to be really freaking interesting. Starting off with the most interesting article out of the whole bunch, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse makes a shocking prediction for 2020. And if we scroll down here, you can see that the Ripple Drop episode, maybe 17 or so, just came out. But here, the CEO Brad Garlinghouse stopped by, giving his thoughts on what 2020 will be like for his budding industry. Garlinghouse remarked that he thinks that 2020 will be a year of consolidation for the industry, despite 2018 being the bear market. He said, "I think you're going to continue to see consolidation. The world doesn't need 3,000 plus, I thought he said 2,000, but whatever, 3,000 plus cryptocurrencies out there. And I think the utility will bear out that there will be migration of quality, if you will." While he didn't give any specific projects he believes are currently unviable, notably he is a fan of Bitcoin, the CEO did assert that there is likely to be a massive culling in the cryptocurrency rankings, elaborating in the YouTube show, "And I think you'll see consolidation. There will be fewer than 3,000 for sure. We can argue how low the number can go, but I've said it publicly that I thought 99% would go away." He said that, and he still stands by this prediction, which is definitely what I understand as well. Now, from a market perspective, this makes sense. The Block's Larry Cermak recently noted that, according to CoinPaprika, 95% of the cryptocurrencies currently have no liquidity and another 2% very little liquidity. There are currently 351 cryptos that have less than $10,000 combined in orders. 94.6% of all the cryptos are currently illiquid, which is definitely interesting if you take into consideration how big these are, or how we talk about them. And then, if you check them out, I guess from here on forward, maybe, from like Digibyte on forward is really doable, because, anywhere lower than that, they really kind of have nothing. Even though they're popular cryptocurrency, like Icon here, for example, or Pundai X, they're held by tons of people. GX Chain, OST, Crypto.com, so Monaco Coin, they're so popular, but still very, very illiquid. And that's actually really interesting to see, or, the statistic to find. I actually did not see this before, so I'm going to retweet that real quick. And yeah, a lot of these articles are all kind of coinciding with each other. For example, Ripple aims at wider XRP expansion in Brazil in 2020. That definitely shows us again how XRP is really looking to expand themselves for 2020. Really looking to take over the world, so to say. Big plans for Brazil. Brazil is a vast remittance market, Ripple getting popular in Japan. As reported by Reuters in 2020, Ripple intends to continue expanding in Brazil and exploring the wide markets of remittance and bank payments in Latin America. The CEO of Ripple in Brazil, Luiz Antonio Sacco, says, "With successive advances in Brazilian banking regulation to facilitate financial transactions, including international ones, opportunities here will grow greatly in the coming years." And I'm really all for that, guys. I definitely think what Ripple is doing here for all these different countries, for example, in Latin America here, where they really need these remittance structures, is all just amazing. For example, Brazil to Japan, or what was it now? I know Japan, for example, has a very large remittance market as well. And Ripple getting popular in Japan is just what was bound to happen. We all knew it. As reported by You Today previously, Ripple's XRP is becoming very popular in Japan. According to the CEO, Cypher Trace, nearly all Japanese banks are beginning to use XRP. The CEO, David Jovans, made this statement at the annual Rakuten Technology Conference. So, there's over 1,600 cryptocurrencies that use blockchain. All of us have probably heard about Bitcoin, some of us about Ethereum. In Japan, almost every bank is starting to work with what is called XRP. Again, I'm pretty interested about this all. It's so interesting to me just because we're seeing some of these coins really do good. Really, really do good. And for example, here XRP is taking a very good role at leading in worldwide adoption from a bank perspective. Will altcoins make a comeback in 2020? Here's what analysts think. Now, there's going to be a video on my channel relatively soon giving you guys some top of my altcoins, maybe like a top 5, top 3, I don't know, because I've been looking at a couple of altcoins that I really, really think are, good competitors for 2020, which still might have a very good year, even though the market might not be doing amazing. But, on a side note, it all depends on the general crypto moves, because if Bitcoin is going to stay down, all these altcoins are not going to be doing too well, and it's really just a guessing game at that point, which coin is really going to take off. So which altcoin is going to be doing really well, it's almost impossible to say, just because it depends on what Bitcoin is going to be doing. Yes, that is a little bit of a Bitcoin maximalist view, but I'm agreeing with that. Ripple makes 2020 digital currency predictions. Is the same as we saw just now. 99% or so of the cryptocurrency coins are going to be going. This article has a little bit of a different approach to it all, but really the same idea is the same. The idea is the same. 2020 is going to be a year where Ripple takes another couple of steps towards the top, and adoption of digital assets will, of course, be another step further. And in the end, all these years that are coming forward are just going to be building stones, ground stones for Ripple, for XRP, and actually for a whole crypto. Garlinghouse has said that at one point the value of cryptos is not going to be done by the hype and the speculation, but at one point it's going to be done by the utility. But also Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of IOHK and the founder of Cardano and co-founder of Ethereum, has also said that it will take like 10 to 11 years for the crypto market to have another 2017 bull run. At that point, it will not be speculation, but mostly, general utility, general just use. And also at that point, we'll have fixed most of the issues we are seeing today. Like, for example, Quadriga CX, I believe that exchange, or I don't know what the exact name was, right? If I'm mistaken here, let me know in the comment section, but I believe that was a Canadian exchange that got, where the founder had unfortunately passed away. But he was the only one with access to the private keys, right? Now, this whole story elaborates a little bit more into like, all right, but the money was wired out of those keys, yada, yada, yada. But the problem still lies there. What happens if, some wealthy person dies and his keys are still, there? Nobody knows exactly what they are because he's hidden them, or he only knew them inside of his head because that was his only job in the world. I don't know. Are his kids going to be ever able to see his money or what? And Cardano founder, or I guess Cardano co-founder Charles Hoskinson also thinks that that's one of the things that is going to be fixed, in 10 years or so. I personally don't really know exactly how you can fix it, but we're going to be seeing. I think it's going to be really interesting. Ripple also posted on Twitter a little bit ago, what's in store for blockchain in 2020? Barry Garlinghouse and Ash Go Blue, I think it's Ashish Birla, right? Yeah, Ashish Birla expect the widespread adoption of digital assets among big banks and emerging markets. I just wanted to quickly know that let you know that they published this article on Twitter as well, but I didn't get the chance to cover it yet. It's not too important. We covered most of the aspects already in this video, though, so hopefully you are all up to date with that. If you're not, make sure you just watch the beginning of the video again, as I covered most of it. Now, something on the other side of the spectrum. Some shady business is going on here with Tron Watch Market. Tron Watch Market founder allegedly steals 180 million TWM tokens. So Tron Wallet has accused the founder of Tron Watch Market exchange of stealing 180 million TWM tokens, resulting in the two firms serving ties with each other. And now, even though we don't know too much of this, I definitely think it's an interesting concept, an interesting situation, and something we really can't do too much about. So on August 1st of 2019, Tron Wallet acquired Tron Watch Market, decentralized exchange, through what can be called a merger of teams and tokens. After the merger, nothing less than 5 of the 7 TWM's team left without prior notification. At the time, only 2 of the team are left and working to fix the TWM DEX remaining issue. Now, so what they're saying here is like, all right, most of them left, and now a couple of issues are coming on and going on, and we don't really know exactly what's to be fixed or what's going on or what, but it's contained in the first agreement. Tron Wallet team plan to give the TWM team nothing less than 1 billion TWX tokens in the coming 10 years, vesting contract, but the team renegotiated to get 180 million TWX in 3 years contract. I guess that's I don't know which one of these is better. I guess if you're thinking your project's going to do good over a long while, this one is better. If you think your project's going to go down the shitter, this one seems a lot worse. But now, this was the contract, and they're saying that this was all stolen by the founder of Tron Watch. Don't have all the info. Don't know exactly what happened here. I don't know if this is all true, what they're saying in the bottom here, so that's why I don't want to, cover it in too much detail. But here they're saying, let's see from the top here. Due to the agreement, 180 million TWX was forwarded to Magellan on December 4th, and it was agreed that the founder would put the fund in a vesting smart contract for 3 years. However, Magellan was alleged of non-compliance with the agreement. The allegation claimed Magellan stole the tokens that were to be shared by the entire 7-member TWN team and dumped millions of TWX tokens on TronTrade.io and Poloniex.org without anyone noticing. Magellan has unfortunately shown his real identity as someone who deceives and steals Tron wallet claims. His deplorable actions additionally damaged the trust given to him by thousands of users who have helped him fund the TWM DEX over the past months. Now, I'm wondering, do we know the official face of this Magellan, or is he just an unknown figure? Because it could also be that these 7 guys did dump it all together, but they wanted to make it sound like one crazy founder had dumped it so they can get more money in the end. We don't know, though. We don't know. Facebook says Libra stablecoin has failed in its current form, says Swiss president. I find that really, really peculiar. Because, everybody expected this, right? I don't think this is anything new. I don't think this is anything strange. This is exactly what everybody is predicting. Libra, a cryptocurrency project championed by Facebook, has failed in its current form, according to the president of Switzerland. We don't need to go further into this. Pretty obvious, Libra is going down the hole. Two ads. China is considering more applications for blockchain technology in its pilot. China has really been moving forward with the crypto. They're trying to really been moving forward with their own crypto. But now we've been seeing that China is really, really trying to get it out there. Really trying to look for more applications of distributed ledger technology, and hopefully going to be looking at something like XRP. Though there's not too much info published out there yet. We just know that they are looking for more applications, and you can see here it was also shared earlier, I believe. Yeah, on Crypto IQ, China uses blockchain tech to issue $2.8 billion worth of bonds. Man, blockchain technology and China, they're on good terms again, a little bit better than they were earlier. Bitcoin demand is strong, affirms prominent crypto trader. Now, we all know that the crypto demand is strong. The only question is the demand a lot stronger than the supply? Because, at any given point in time, has there been a strong demand for crypto? Even since the starting of crypto, the demand has been there. The only question is how much supply is there, and exactly at what point, is the demand so much higher than supply, if you guys get me, right? That's when the prices go up. And in this case here, what they're trying to state is that we're in such an area, again, where demand is a lot higher than the supply. But again, these are all macro technical analysts, or in this case, maybe not even technical analysts. Doesn't really matter, though. This is all just random analysis and traders giving out their opinions. The problem with this is you got to believe it. You got to have a faith for it, because it doesn't mean that this is going to work out the way that they're predicting. There's no assurances. It's just a theory, just an idea. But, you have it in the back of your head now. This crypto trader has said that Bitcoin demand is strong. If it's the case, we'll see in a couple of weeks, and we should go back and reward him because he had a good prediction. On the contrary, though, if you just keep spamming different stories out there, at one point, one is going to be right. Billionaire Mike Novogratz makes 2020 Bitcoin prediction. Bitcoin President Trump predictions. What? Wait. Billionaire Mike Novogratz makes 2020 Bitcoin President Trump predictions. Okay, so he's made a prediction about both of them. 2020 prediction, Trump loses by more than 10 million votes. BTC finishes over 12K. USA Wrestling wins 3 times gold in Tokyo. Tom Hanks wins the Oscar for Mr. Rogers. And Reform and his partners help shrink the supervised population from 4.5 million to 4.4 million. Okay. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. If you're actually not up to date with that, Novogratz's prediction are coming as this year's ending. But earlier, Ripple also made some cryptocurrency predictions, stating there will be more crypto adoption in 2020 among 20 banks. That's something we actually talked about in one of the earlier videos, maybe like a week or so. But if you didn't know, now you know that they also said that. Another article here comes from newslogical.com. It says, State Bank of India, IBM developer or co-develop RippleNet-enabled banking platform. This, to me, is always interesting. I always like these types of integrations. I always like the fact that IBM is helping with RippleNet, or that they're working together, just because of the mainstream adoption that they can realize with all of this. Now, was this already known? Yes. Is there anything new given in this article? No, not really. But I just thought I should let you guys know again how they're progressing here and why I'm always so happy that this is going on. I'm always excited, guys. I'm always excited, as you guys know. Thank you guys for watching this video, though. Hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure you press the like button and make sure you go check out the Discord, for example. Here's what the Discord is looking like. For example, it's a cool chat room, and I recommend you guys all to go check it out. And also go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Name on there is TheDustyBC. Make sure you give me a little follow. I'll be posting more things on here soon. I'll be retweeting more and stuff because I want to make my my other platforms like Twitter and Discord a little bit more active. Just for example, if YouTube gets taken down, I have a backup for all of y'all. Make sure you do that, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, and have a very nice day, everybody.